This episode aired on December 21st, 1965. So guess what the subject is?
Alrighty, let's get on with the Christmas list. How far did we get?
Well, we finished the L's for Uncle Louie.
I never got the idea of gift exchange, or the idea that Mr. Jones got a gift for me, so now I have to get one for him. That's not a gift, that's a tax. 'Tis the season for giving out of obligation rather than desire. They're not making that list because they want to give people stuff. They're making it because that's how it's done. Uncle Louie got us a toaster, so we get him a nose hair trimmer because they're similar in cost. We tried to do that our first couple of years of marriage, but we were so dirt poor there was no way we could. So my wife, who had grown up in that whole tradition, started trying to figure out who would be the least offended if we didn't get them something. That was when I said, this is stupid. We can't afford any of it, so let's quit putting stress on ourselves. And the first time someone calls and says, I didn't get a gift from you, say, congratulations, neither did anybody else, so you're in good company. And hang up, because asking for a gift is tacky anyway.
Well, I guess that's it with the M's, huh?
You just insulted Moon.
I rest my case. They've covered everybody except each other. They have $200 set aside for that, $100 for each of them.
Well, what are you going to get me this Christmas that I'm going to exchange?
Dave.
Honey, you know I got a great idea. This Christmas...
I know. Let's be practical. Let's each take $100 and go out and buy our own Christmas present.
How'd you know I was going to say that?
Because you already told me. Last year, and the year before that, and the year before that.
The difference is, this year she's going for it. They won't tell each other what they're getting. That way there's still some surprise on Christmas morning.
That is the most ridiculous thing I ever heard. You'll buy Barbara a present or you'll never hear another peep out of me.
You mean beep, don't you, Mom?
She's going to nag him until he agrees to buy Barbara a gift instead of what he really wanted. Speaking of which, what is it?
You wouldn't believe me if I told you, Mom. Boy, it's just the greatest thing in all the world. It's an AM/FM combination radio and electric shaver with a built-in stereo recording of the Barber of Seville.
You're right. I don't believe it.
He's right about one thing. He'd be exchanging whatever Barbara got him because there's no way she'd think of that.
I don't know what the name of it is, but it's an electrical manicuring set.
Oh, you mean the manicurizer. Madam, you are most fortunate. It's the last one we have in stock. Let me show you how it works.
Oh, I know how it works.
You put your 5 fingers in so. Press this button for the desired color. We have slews of hues.
I'll take it.
This button for buffing, this one for polish.
Sorry, Barbara. I'll take it is too complicated for her hardwired brain. Pick it up and start toward the cashier. There's a good chance you'll get the message. The odds are even better if her hand is still in it.
You got something for a lady about, $100?
I've got just the thing. Sir, you are most fortunate. It's the last one we have in stock.
Either that's part of her canned sales pitch or she has trouble counting to 1. And now for a sudden shift of gears. We're in an art class. Dave is painting and Barbara is sculpting.
Well, whoever it was said 2 heads are better than 1. Never saw this head.
What's wrong with this head?
It's out of proportion.
See?
The head's too pointed, the nose is too close to the ear, the neck's too thick, and is that supposed to be a mouth between the eyes?
Please, Dave. Mr. Cheskin, this is an abstract.
I like it.
See?
But I'm an eccentric. See? Actually, that head's a monstrosity.
Dave comes to her defense, but now it's his turn.
You don't expect me to compliment you on this, outrageous thing you're doing. What's that supposed to be? Slaughterhouse at Dawn?
No, it's called Twilight Dream.
The title, lovely. The painting, lousy.
I think it's very nice.
Thank you, honey.
I hope you'll both be very happy.
They already are. Obviously, you aren't, which is why this is an art class run by an art sag.
Well, listen, take my advice. And don't enter this junk you're doing in our charity auction. You might get hurt. Deep inside. In your ego.
Challenge accepted. Both are entering their pieces in the auction. But neither wants the other to get hurt deep inside in their ego. So here we go.
You mean you're returning it before Christmas?
Well, I bought it for myself, and I decided to get something for my husband instead.
I'd like to return this, please.
Before Christmas? What's happening this year?
If you watch this episode, I can just about guarantee that cashier will steal the show. Her name is Lois Roberts, and there's precious little information about her out there, so that's about as much as I can tell you, except that she pulled off this role as perfectly as it gets.
It's very important, Helen. This has got to go off without a hitch.
Don't you worry, Barbara. It's a noble thing you're doing. I've seen that painting.
Oh, and you better take another girlfriend along with you to the auction to keep the bidding going.
Hey, that'll be fun.
Now, don't forget, no more than $100.
Dave is making the same arrangement with Phil Durkin next door.
That takes care of the B's. Now, I don't believe we have any submissions by anyone whose name begins with C, so we'll just quickly press on to letter D.
Hold it, Cheskin. The Crabtrees have an exhibit entered. It was on display, Twilight Dream.
And head of the future.
And head of the future.
Cheskin, your name starts with C, so I guess that means you're also disqualified. With an overblown display of disgust, he puts Twilight Dream up for auction.
$20.
Beg your pardon?
$20. You heard it, Cheskin. $20. He bid $20.
Did you say $20?
Yeah, you heard it. $20. You can make with the gavel.
$40 for Twilight Zone.
$40. You heard it at $40.
Sit down and shut up, Dave. They don't need your help. It goes clear to the 100 mark. Cheskin is flabbergasted. Now there's just one problem. Barbara's piece is up for bid, and Phil isn't here.
Who will open the bidding on Head of the Future? Do I hear $5? I hear 2.5? 2?
Not even two?
He's ready to withdraw the piece, but Dave won't let him.
I'm sorry, Mr. Crabtree. I hereby withdraw.
$20. See?
Who bid $20?
That man over there, you heard him. $40.
If he'd brought backup like Barbara's fake bidder, he wouldn't have to do that.
Oh, Dave, I'm so happy.
$40 is bid. Do I hear 45?
$60.
$80.
$80?
$100.
Do I hear 120?
I don't think so.
I got $100. 100 once, 100 twice. Sold to the gentleman.
Barbara is beyond elated. Dave is happy for her, but he's a little annoyed at Phil.
Hi, Dave.
What took you so long to get to the studio?
Well, I had a couple of guys. I had a couple of guys lined up for the bidding, but they didn't show up. So I had to stop by the joke store and get a mustache and a beard. You owe me $2.35.
I suppose we can allow for the fact that Barbara's friends are more reliable than Phil's.
What are you going to do with it?
Bury it.
They do that in Hitchcock movies, but they always get caught.
Well, I'm going to bury it behind the garage. Who'll look there?
Hitchcock.
You hold this. I'll get a shovel.
You know, you look like you suffer a lot from sinus.
Phil, where's Dave?
Oh,
Oh, he's just off trying to get his head in a better place. They have to come clean. Barb is shattered.
Oh, honey, come on. You're a big girl. It's no Michelangelo.
But I suppose your painting is.
Well, Cheskin did say that it had depth and strength and power, and people did bid on it.
Barbara, would you please relieve me of this hunk of junk?
I'd dial back some of that indignation if I were you, Barbara. So for Christmas, they both got a lesson. Hopefully by next Christmas, they'll figure out what it was.
Here are 2 more packages, Daddy. This one says David. This one says Barbara.
You didn't.
I didn't.
I didn't.
You didn't?
But who?
Gee, I wonder.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
Dave, nobody's there.
Oh, yes, there is, honey. There's always somebody there.
What? You never heard of a car with a credit card? Somebody's led a sheltered life.